Hi, welcome to 12 Ways to Accelerate Sales and Increase Win Rates by Point in Time Software. 1. Create and maintain strategic account and opportunity plans that have flawless tactical execution of those plans. So basically, the account plan that you create has to support the opportunity plan. I may own the opportunity, I may not own the account. So the account owner's information that they're gathering is critical to me to be successful in my opportunity. For example, what's their customer buying process? What are the challenges in the account? If I'm aware of those, I can plan for those in my opportunities. Then I need to have flawless execution of those plans. I need to have that flawless execution map back into my plans and update those automatically. It allows me to have more time selling. And I'm putting the information directly inside Salesforce, and the plans are updating in real time. Basically, dynamic account and opportunity planning. Structure to winning. That's key to winning any opportunity. You have to have the structure to be able to do that, and the products and solution to support that. 2. Equip sales executives with a powerful, intuitive solution in Salesforce to gather actionable intelligence. When the product is in Salesforce 100% native, all the information that you're gathering is in Salesforce already. Whether it's structured data, whether it's notes, whatever you're gathering, it's right in there. The actionable intelligence component of Meeting Mapper allows me to gather this data very quickly in a drop-down format or a pick list. There's a couple advantages to that. One, I can now run reports on those database fields, basically the pick list. And now I know what was selected meeting number 1, meeting number 2, and meeting number 3. I have this data that's being carried over from meeting to meeting to meeting. Even the notes are carried over from one meeting to another. I don't have to start the conversation all over again. I can take it up where we left off. The solution has to map to your requirements. You have data that you're required to gather to win. The solution has to map back to that. It has to be configurable to your requirements to gather data to win. 3. Reduce the number of customer meetings to win a deal. How many meetings is it taking you to close a deal right now, and at what cost? Just think that if you could remove one meeting from an opportunity, close it in, for example, the 4th meeting and not the 5th, there's a couple advantages to that. One is your team now is already on another opportunity, selling and driving more revenue. 2, your competitors are trying to get the 5th meeting to close a deal, and you've already closed it, so they're already late to the game. So there's some very quick benefits of trying to reduce the number of meetings. The average number of meetings to win a deal at point in time, and we do use Strategy Mapper. It is our product, but we built our business using it, is 2.5 meetings to close a deal. And we are selling to chief sales officers, chief revenue officers, VP of sales, director of sales, sales operations. We are selling probably to the hardest people to sell to, because you have to show value very quickly, and we're able to do that with the information that we've gathered throughout the time that we've been using Strategy Mapper and Meeting Mapper. We have the information and we utilize it. 4. Implement strategies to improve the quality and outcome of customer meetings. Have a repeatable cadence for all types of customers and all types of meetings. You have different customers. They can be based on geographically. They can be based on the products that you're selling into. And you also have different meetings. A close meeting, prospecting meeting, qualification meeting. You have to have cadence for each one of those, and you have to be prepared at each and every meeting to be able to move the meeting closer, or the opportunity closer to closing. Every meeting you should be closing. Drive success in all your customer meetings based on the information that you know and based on the information that you have to obtain. With Strategy Mapper, we already have a lot of information before we meet with a customer from other customers in their particular geo, products that we're selling, and things like that. So we know a lot of information, even from meetings from previous meetings that we've had with them. But we know the information that we need to gather to move the deal forward. And we ask those questions. Some are tough questions, but they've got to be asked. Determine customers' initiatives to drive opportunities to closure. Upsell and cross-sell every meeting. You're in with a customer. You're talking about a product or what are their initiatives going forward. You identify an opportunity. You should be able to create an opportunity right then in the meeting to be able to fill your pipeline with revenue. That's critical, knowing the customer's initiatives, cross-sell and upsell. Determine the customer requirements in the first meeting. There's nothing worse than getting to about your third or fourth meeting and finding out that your product does not meet their requirements. So document early, and again, we use Strategy Mapper. We're able to get what the requirements are, and based on do we meet it, can we bring in a partner, partially meet it, roadmap, we can document it on the product that we select, and then we build that score. So right now you can see a score of 100, but let's say I had a score of 50. Is it even a winnable opportunity? You have to know that early on. Does your solution meet the customer requirements? Again, is it winnable? There's nothing worse than going after an opportunity that you can't win. That just takes time and effort away from opportunities that you can win quickly. Ensure teams are following the defined and implemented sales strategy. You've spent time and effort and money implementing a sales strategy. Are your teams using the strategy? Not only are they using it effectively? What we do is we provide what we call just-in-time sales enablement. So when I select a plan based on a template, I can pre-populate in each stage what should happen, what questions to ask, what links can I send the customer, what videos, what white papers, in each and every stage. So that does a couple things. One, it ensures that they are using the sales strategy effectively. And two, they're ensuring that the opportunity is progressing through the stages of their sales cycle. It also ensures that even seasoned account representatives or my AEs are using the strategy, and new account executives from a ramp-up perspective is greatly increased. I don't have to take 6 months to try to make plan. I can do that easier because I have the information already because I'm leveraging it on all the information that I've gathered. Document and track detailed opportunity milestones, progress to increase win rates. I can have a different set of milestones for each type of product that I'm selling, each type of customer, and I can track those and ensure that we're going through. It can be based on what the customer requires, for example, a proof of concept, a trial, moving into production, and I can track those from a green, yellow, red perspective. I can even put gates, and gates are something that has to be accomplished for you to be able to progress the opportunity successfully. And when you say that you did not meet a gate, then we actually turn the opportunity milestone tab red to signify, oh, there's an issue. How do I overcome that issue? Instantly know where opportunities are related to closing. 8. Respond quickly and correctly to the shifting competitive landscape in each opportunity. I think we've all experienced that now, even in B2B, customers are doing so much research before they even talk to a vendor. They've already narrowed it down to the top 3 or 4 vendors, and then they start bringing you in. If you knew the probable competitors before you even had your first meeting, what type of advantage would that give you? It would accelerate your sales. We call this situational awareness. And it's based on the product that you're selling, the industry of the customer, and their location. And we will tell you in real time what the possible pain points are, who your possible competitors, the objections, the obstacles, your strengths, and your weaknesses. And the more you use Strategy Mapper, the more this data becomes robust. Just think of it. I already have these before I even meet with my customer. So track each competitor in the opportunity, not only at the opportunity, but at the account level for all my opportunities. What competitors am I running into? What competitors have I not seen in a quarter or two? What happened to them? Know before you go to customer meetings. Again, situational awareness. Even the information that you've gathered in previous meetings or other people have gathered. Know before you go. 9. Identify trends in customer behaviors that stop deals from closing. You have to be able to leverage all the information across your entire organization from every meeting that's occurring. Not just your team, not just your geo, but across your entire organization. What are the customer pain points? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What's the customer's strength or the competitor's strength and weakness? What about the obstacles? What about the customer objections? What this allows you to do is plan your message and sales pitch with actionable intelligence before customer meetings. I'm going in there and the customer knows I've done research. They know I'm interested in helping them overcome or fix the problem that they're having or pain point. I come across very professional and I come across very prepared. Again, accelerating the sales cycle. If I could go ahead and displace a competitor right then, fantastic. They come in, they're fumbling around. I come in, they're very professional, armed to the teeth with good, actionable intelligence. Very key to winning. 10. Better prepared for each and every customer meeting. Again, it goes back to doing a little bit of research or quickly looking at account score, the health of the account. Look at the playbooks. Take 10 minutes, read a playbook. Know what you've got to do to increase that score. And when you increase that score, the likelihood of you winning is increased at the same time from an account perspective and an opportunity perspective. Be prepared for what can happen before every meeting. Again, be prepared. You'll know the obstacles. You'll know the objections. You know how to mitigate and overcome those right in the meeting. Very critical. Move the deal forward. 11. Give the sellers more time to sell. This whole exercise is all about. Give the sellers more time to sell. Because when you give them more time to sell, they're selling to more customers, they're driving more revenue, they're making plan, everybody's happy. How do you do that? Single input, multi-output. With Meeting Mapper and Strategy Mapper, I input one time and it populates the entire Salesforce ecosystem within my org, from an account, opportunity, and a contact. For example, when I have a meeting linked to a lead, and that lead transitions into an account, that meeting goes to that account now. So as the account owner, I have a history of what was discussed and why this even become an account or an opportunity. I know the initial conversation at the conception of the opportunity and the account. Single input, multi-output. Consistent data. What I gather is not exactly the same, but the consistency of the data is the same amongst all my teams. Good to drop downs. It's pick list. Consistency data. So when I'm doing my forecast reviews or I'm doing a QBR or any other type of information or data gathering or briefing, the data is the same. Reliable data. Again, because it's pick list, it's reliable. I'm not having somebody type a bunch of information in there. It's very quick. It's to the point, bulleted. So the data becomes very reliable because the solution mapped to the data that you need to gather so you can be successful. The data is accurate. For example, somebody's 4. You ask your account executive, so are they going to buy? Yeah, they're going to buy. What'd they say? What'd they do? You take the ambiguity out of the data because it becomes more accurate because their responses are based on input in Meeting Mapper. They said they would buy. They're leading with our solution. That's that accuracy of data, and then that correlates into accuracy of forecasting. Again, what about a champion? Why is somebody a champion? That's a very coveted role. What have they done to ensure that they're either placing you in the right position to win? Again, accuracy of data. Just-in-time data. What I input in a meeting is instantaneously accessed in and available in Salesforce. I don't have to wait, get back to my office, type it up, let something sync up, do some kind of flow or anything. It's automatically just-in-time data. My manager can see when I'm in a meeting or when I walk out of a meeting, what happened in that meeting. And I can send them a report also. So it's that just-in-time data. The collaborative data. The data that I gather can be used across my entire organization. That's key. Because I might find just that jewel, that little nugget of information that can help somebody else win. Or from a product perspective, help do something to the product so everybody wins. The collaboration of data. It's in Salesforce. It's structured data. You can run reports. People can see my plans. They can see my meetings. Very critical in today's world to be collaborative. The best of all is a repeatable process. What I do today is the same as I'm doing tomorrow in a meeting. Very, very critical. And when I'm giving these sellers more time to sell, what's very critical are these plans that I'm talking about from an account perspective and an opportunity perspective. You can create an account, an opportunity plan or an account plan in less than 15 minutes. And then they're updated in real time. But they don't get stale, because the problem now with account plans or opportunity plans are you do them, it takes a long time, and you never update them. With Strategy Mapper, they're updated in real time. 12. Win no matter who is the account executive. That's critical. People come and go all the time. They're middle of an opportunity. They leave. You're stuck with closing the deal. What happens? You go into Salesforce. There's no information. You got to start this whole process over again while your competitors see a void and go in and attack. What Strategy Mapper provides is disaster recovery for sales. Ensure business continuity. It doesn't matter who started the opportunity or who ends it. It's just that somebody can close a deal in the same amount of time or at the projected close date as originally forecasted. You don't want to push it. You don't want to pull it. You don't want the competitors to come in. That's probably where the old account executive went. Disaster recovery for sales. Ensure business continuity in every opportunity, every account. So in closing, create, equip, reduce, implement, document, ensure, document, respond, identify, be, give, win. Accelerate your sales using those 12 steps, and you'll drive revenue faster and more revenue. For your 30-day free trial of Strategy Mapper, go to the Salesforce App Exchange, search on Strategy Mapper, or contact us at pointintime.com or email sales@pointintime.com. Have a great day. Happy selling. Thank you.